Welcome to the island. My name is Quentin Island. We have Dave Island. I'll call him something else, but he'll probably kill me because the world's gonna put
Oh,
the
yeah.
people what he has under his belt. I'll call him a certain something something, but I can't use that. I'm gonna use that soon, but not right now. Uh, right. Diving right in. This is the Hollywood Rumors episode. We're gonna be doing a lot of rumors today, discussing all the stuff that you crazy kids have been reading on the internet.
Rumor.
We don't know if they're true or not, but
The
yeah,
sweet Hollywood rumors.
Hollywood
Are we gonna
rumors.
talk about romance too?
Oh
Are we
man,
gonna talk about who's secretly dating? How far are we getting here?
I don't know, man. I, I think we can do just the movie stuff. I mean, as far as like who's dating who, is like I think that's more like entertainment. They probably got us beat
But
on
this
that,
is the island entertainment.
or like or like World Star.
World star.
Oh man. All right. So Fantastic Four might be a thing,
It's
might not
definitely
be
a
a
thing,
thing.
man. It's definitely a thing.
Uh, okay, I mean that's I don't know what to say. That's great because I mean I feel like the world was really excited back in, was it 2014 or was it 2013, when that absolute absolute fail Fantastic Four movie came
Yeah,
out.
that hurt. That one really hurt in the soul, man.
Huh? Yeah, literally one of the biggest Hollywood flops I could possibly remember.
It was so horrible too. They assembled like a nice young cast. Like this was Michael B. Jordan before he was Killmonger and stuff, before he died, you
Right?
know. And then they just shut the bed.
And then they just shut the bed, man. Can you freaking believe it? Ah, but I mean, I hope with the cost that they get, they they're not gonna shit the bed this time, and that they're gonna like give the whole these four people just went to space and got hit by some space waves, and so they have powers. You better just skip to, oh guys, this is a Fantastic Four. They already got powers. Let's go. Because I mean, technically speaking, this is the first time that you know the characters that belong to Fox are finally getting integrated into the Marvel universe.
Yeah, this is
So this
gonna be an
has to
interesting
be
time.
done. It's gotta be an interesting thing because plus they're from New York. I would have really liked to have seen an interaction with Tony Stark, but I mean Tony's dead now, so I don't know. I don't know what other New Yorkers they're gonna use, and everything is different now because Falcon is Cap. So, geez.
I'm also kind of interested in like how old will Mr. Fantastic and the rest of them be? Like I don't
That's a good
I
question.
want to see like them right out of high school or something. You know, it's- I
I, I, I feel like they might go origin story. If they're not going to do an origin story, this would be a really good way for them. I just got a thought that goes, what if, what if like in the Doctor Strange film, somehow, you know, if they do go with the multiverse thing, some multiverse characters sort of just like end up getting stuck in our version of the Marvel universe.
yeah,
So you might end up getting like a super experienced Fantastic Four that came from some other multiverse and not stuck here.
that would be awesome. That would be. I hope that's what happens with Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness. That is an incredible title. Incredible.
So I mean, they better give us something. This multiverse thing is a perfect opportunity for them to introduce a slew of characters that'll carry the Marvel universe to the next age.
Es-
Personally,
Especially the X-Men.
in
I mean, when you really think about it,
oh man,
like
oh yeah,
it's crucial, like that you establish that that mutants are a thing. Because like, if mutants just out of a sudden they just pop up, then our characters don't have like it's gonna be so weird. Like, oh, this guy is Professor X. and he just met Magneto 1 year ago when people became these. It's
Exactly.
gonna.
Exactly. I mean, they can't have these characters just having been there in the Marvel world, but like watching all these world-ending calamities happen and being like, got nothing to do with
And
us.
also they're
Let the
just
Avengers
like
handle it.
unseen in the darkness, like they're just in the shadows, like nobody's actually seeing them.
It, would- it, it would make no sense. I mean, it would make no absolute, it would make zero sense. So the Multiverse of Madness is a very good way for them to introduce primarily the X-Men. I mean, everyone wants the X-Men.
Yeah, but going back to Fantastic Four, um, I know we've discussed this rumor. You mentioned John Krasinski when he spoke before. Um,
Yes, John Krasinski.
who is not a young guy. So if that's the age range that they might be looking for, I'm happy that they're going in that direction. I don't want them to go with kids, please God. It just I trust them not to do something that dumb, but yeah, things happen in these boardrooms.
They, they really shouldn't go with kids. I really hope they don't go with kids. That would be terrible. And another thing I'm afraid of is that they might end up like using Mr. Fantastic, but then not using the other characters. It could be like those guys are dead or like they're too old, and now their kids have taken over. Just that Mr. Fantastic happens to be alive.
That would be
It should
so
be
weird.
just dude.
They're the
Ah man,
family. They're their family, man.
that would be freaking terrible. Oh, another thing we gotta discuss. It's not a rumor because I mean everybody saw it. What did you think of the introduction clip for one Robert Pattinson as the Bat?
It's it I it was okay. It was okay. I feel like I was one of those people on the internet who was just like, it's it's red and the suit. Oh, okay. Let's move on now. And I just I
Uh,
wasn't emotionally moved by it, you know? What did you think?
I don't. I wasn't sure what to think. I mean, okay, but from a from a suit standpoint, I mean, I I like how the suit feels like it was inspired by Arkham Knight, right? Because in Arkham Knight, it does have that sort of like military, semi-mechanical kind of suit thing going on, and then and then the bat symbol on his chest looks like it's still made out of like the melted gun that killed his parents. You know,
Yeah,
uh,
that's very interesting to me. That is interesting to me. That's the one thing about it that made me go, that's interesting.
yeah. So like it, it's real curious to see how. But then again, to be fair, we all berated the first look for what's his name? What's the last guy who played
Ben
Batman?
Affleck.
Ben Affleck. We all berated Ben Affleck when his picture dropped. You know, uh, he didn't look very great. I mean, he looked great, but we're thinking, is that really gonna be our Batman? But that's the same thing that Robert Pattinson is getting. It's the same reaction he's getting. Everyone's thinking, is that really gonna be our Batman? So,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
the
that's
other side of the reaction that I don't get. Like like I just it's just like this. It was nothing. It was like a few seconds of a suit. Honestly, there's nothing you can tell about that, about whether you like, even if you it was even like uh, there's just nothing you can get about it that will tell you whether you like the suit or not. You know what I mean? Like when you see the movie, it's
Yeah,
just completely different because there's lighting and they might add some CG stuff to it. They might do all sorts of kind of stuff to it, and you also see it in the setting against against the city. You see it against his Gotham. You know, it will look very different. You know, I just I just don't want people to be coming out being like, I hate that suit. Oh my god. It's like, dude, what have you seen? What have you
exactly. That's the thing. I mean, you can't really despise what you haven't seen.
but
You know,
you see the ones on set as well, where he has the long pointy ears?
I saw those. Uh, Personally, I've never liked a Batman with long pointy ears. It always looked ridiculous.
Uh,
Like I always remember I, I think it was the Batman animated series titled The Brave and the Bold.
yeah,
Batman there had long pointy ears, and I hated that guy.
yeah, I can see that. Um, but I think it's one of those things that just looks better and maybe like in comics and animation. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how
in
it
real
works.
life, I've never had a problem with with short ears Batman. Actually, I just googled that. Brave and the Bold had short ears,
Which one's the one where is
and
it beyond where the guy has where like the other guy take
oh, it is Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond was yeah. No, I didn't like Batman Beyond
yeah.
because long ears, weird suit, looks like he literally looked like a bat with a red chest.
I never watched that one. That was like the other guy that took over for Bruce Wayne, right?
Yes, it's like way in the future. Like I forgot how many years, but someone is like continuing Batman's legacy at that point.
That's interesting. Interesting idea. Interesting idea. Do you think there's a chance that, you know, they'll do that?
Nah, I don't think so. They wouldn't get enough people in theaters to watch a Batman from Batman Beyond.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, Warner Brothers, I mean, they're not that good at getting people in theaters, period. Sometimes when I see these
Uh,
things,
uh,
sometimes when I see these things, I always wonder, like, am I ruining jobs for myself? Am I, have I just burned a bridge?
have you just burned the bridge?
Did I just,
Just shot yourself in the foot.
I guess I'll never
Pow!
do a Batman thing. There it goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just realized another problem that people have with this version of the Batman is maybe his size, and that the suit looks like it's wearing him at some point, especially in the set photos that we got. And that suit does not look flattering at some point,
Yeah,
like at all.
he's not the Ben Affleck type of Batman. Ben Affleck was like solid. He was built. He was like a building. He was like he was
Yeah,
he was yoked, man. He was working
but
out.
but that's the thing, isn't it? With Patterson, we heard he was going to be the Batman, and I sort of expected him to have like gone to the gym a little bit, you know, just to bulk up some size.
I think he did, but I don't think he's gonna bulk up to the point of Affleck. Like Affleck was
No, no,
just a difference.
yeah, you know, not to the point of Affleck, but just to look intimidating, you know, because no offense to him, but it doesn't look very scary, you know.
Yeah, man, I don't think he's gonna be that kind of Batman, man. As soon as they cast him, I was like, yeah, they're going for something else, yeah, man. He's gonna be more.
Uh,
He's gonna be more. What's maybe I don't want to say smart. He's not gonna be a nerd. He's
Detective,
not gonna be an,
yeah,
yeah, but he's gonna be detective.
yeah,
That's a good word, detective. He's definitely gonna be a detective.
man, I really hope it's worth it. I really hope it's good, because I mean, you don't get a title like the Batman. and not give people the Batman. You know,
Yeah, if you're Warner Brothers, you do a lot of things, man.
but you know, to their credit, they 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 they, they've gotten good reviews for Birds of Prey. You know,
Yeah,
it hasn't been.
it's a strange one because they've gotten like compared to some of the other films, they've gotten good reviews, but it's just not making what was expected, what it could have made money wise.
That's true. That's true. And something else that's also not a rumor, but there's Sylvester Stallone is making a movie called The Samaritan.
What the hell is that?
It's a superhero. It's some kind of superhero film.
Damn, is he gonna star in it?
Yeah, he's starring in it. I'm looking at this really, really awesome picture of his daughter visiting him on set. She is freaking gorgeous. Good God,
Did you just say his daughter is gorgeous? Now you burned another bridge
dude.
to stop burning bridges. Just
Oh
of
man,
course.
What's the name? Sistine Stallone. Definitely gonna stalk her on
No,
on
oh
on
my
Instagram.
God, for goodness sake, Mr. Stallone, respect.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't say
I'm
this.
I'm I'm fucking Sistine Stallone. I think that's the name that I just read on the internet.
Simple, please, leave some bridges unburnt. I want Hollywood jobs. Okay?
No, but I mean, it's a compliment to his daughter. She's a really hot daughter. Oh, she's a 21-year-old model. Oh, she's in the movie.
Can
She's in the
can you
movie.
stop?
She's in the movie. She's in the movie 47 meters, the new
People
one.
have
I'm
Google.
gonna
If
watch.
they want to Google her name, it's fine. Why do-
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that for Sylvester Stallone's daughter
Oh,
because she's gonna be wearing a swimsuit, and her name is Nicole.
you're doing this on purpose now. Way off the rails.
uh,
God damn it.
she's probably gonna die. She's probably gonna die really early in the
Oh,
movie because I don't see her very
he,
strong
he,
on the
he
list.
shouldn't be
Oh,
doing this, dude. When you really think about it, he's pretty old now. Like, I just don't want him to break something. Like he looked cool in what's that last one? Rambo Last Blood. Was it Last Blood?
last blood. Yeah,
He looked really cool in that one. I mean, that movie was brutal in some scenes, but I don't. I just maybe you should just do some dramas. Try and get that Oscar. Whoa,
I don't. I think it's a bit late. He's never really been that great an
yeah,
actor.
but
No
didn't
offense.
he get a nomination for what was it called? Creed. Yeah, I think it was for Creed.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, anything Rocky that he does is amazing.
Rocky and nothing else. Is that what you're saying, Tebo? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying he's also good with other stuff, but I mean, Rocky and his stuff.
I,
Yeah,
let's just stop before Slice Stallone cancels us. I want to get jobs from him. It's like I also want to write a Rambo movie, maybe. You know,
oh my
I'm
God.
gonna do
Ah,
the
never
make.
mind. I'm done.
I'm
I'm
gonna
done.
do the 30% on Rotten Tomatoes remake of Rambo. It's gonna.
Oh
So
man.
Sam
Oh
Raimi's Doctor Strange.
yeah. Yes, Sam Raimi, Doctor Strange.
This one caught me off guard because I was like, what? What? I looked at it and I was like, wait, what? For real? For real? For real? This is so cool. Is he? Do you think
Yeah.
there's any chance? It's called in the multiverse of madness. Do you think there's any chance that Toby Maguire does a Crisis on Infinite Earths type of cameo for this movie?
I mean, we're already at a point where it feels like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is gonna return to the Sony universe anyway because his his the poster of that version of Spider-Man
Yeah, isn't the
can be seen
Mobius?
in the Mobius trailer.
Yeah, that was a touch.
So so like I mean, if Sony is already playing that card, is it that crazy to think that they could take it that far?
Sony's, by the way, has to be commended for what they're doing here. They're like remember when Marvel was like, and them sort of had the separation with Spider-Man. Like it
Yeah,
seems like Sony's like just dropping the seeds for like a permanent separation now with these like Spider-Man universes type of thing. They're just doing such a good job. When I saw that poster, I was like, how does this even work? Because they had Michael Keaton
exactly,
in there as well. I was like, what are they saying? What are they trying to say? This is insane.
exactly.
I don't understand.
Because because I mean, you have you have Michael Keaton playing a completely different role from Vulture, but you know that Vulture is also in prison in the Spider-Man universe.
So you're saying that this Michael Keaton role is different from the Vulture that is in the Spider-Man Homecoming.
I mean I mean that's what they're trying to tell us anyway.
I swear to God, man, if they need to like make things clear, like, like, like it's so weird what they're building. It's such a weird thing. It's. But by the way, did you like the Mobius trailer? I know we're going off Sam Raimi, but like Mobius trailer, did you like it?
I I really enjoyed it actually. To be honest, I really enjoyed uh that movie as trailer. It had a lot in it.
This is
You know,
I hate I hate
so
being the one who hates things, but yeah, man, I hate it. I didn't connect at all. I didn't. Maybe I just don't like Jared Leto as anything. I just maybe when I see him, I just see his Joker, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. Maybe it's residual
but
effect because I didn't think there was anything wrong with the thing. I was just like, not for me. It's just it,
yeah,
nothing was like calling me. You know what I mean? That happens sometimes.
I mean, there's a. I'm reading this description on what's this on on what's this thing on Wikipedia, right?
Yippee.
And I'm reading the bit about Michael Keaton. They're saying he's been cast, but the role hasn't been specified. So for all we know, he might still be Adrian Toomes, which would work how, you know, which would be insane.
You know, if if it turns out that it's not actually Tobey Maguire's universe and it's just Tom Holland's universe, then it's like, what was that poster doing there? What is that? Is that
Exactly.
Spider-Man fan art? Is that what you're gonna say? It's like, oh well, because people. Spider-Man's been saving people, so now people are just doing fan art. That's different from how he actually looked. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Sony's doing some weird things, man. It's gonna be just weird to see the universe expand in the next few years because Venom 2 is shooting now, apparently as well.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
saw what's his name? Tom Hardy posted like a pic of Woody Harrelson's Carnage.
Yes, Woody Harrelson's character, which is Carnage, Venom
He had like a
Carnage.
flashy shirt, and someone said that Carnage can like like sort of disguise himself as clothes that dude wears. So
Yeah,
I was like, really? That's a really nice touch, man. That's because like the shirt really was
that's
like
a
it was
really cool
popping.
flower.
It was popping. Anyway, Sam Raimi, I don't know how the train went that way and the rails went the other way, but we're back. Sam Raimi.
I don't know about Sam Raimi, man. I mean, he's okay, but it doesn't get my dick hard, man.
Yeah, man. Did you have to say it like that? I mean, jeez, man. Jesus Christ.
I gotta keep it real. Gotta keep it real with the
Okay,
man.
man. I didn't know you swung that way, but okay. Okay.
It's never been like that. It's never been like that. But nah, dude.
He's he's so, you know, I feel like googling what he's done recently because I'm just like,
The last movie he did was Oz the Great and Powerful back in 2013.
is that the one with James Franco?
I think so.
Uh,
I think so.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, James Franco and Mila Kunis. Yeah.
Sam Raimi, he did those Spider-Man movies good though. You gotta give him respect for that. Like as a nerd,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Spider-Man
I
1,
do.
Spider-Man 2, top movies. Moments in Spider-Man 3, top. You know what I mean? People hate that scene where
Yeah.
Spider-Man becomes like goes a bit emo and like he does like he sings and stuff and what he does. I like that scene. Personally, I I actually liked it because I was a kid too. But I mean, but I still like it today. I think it's kind of funny. But anyway, I think I
The-
think he can still do it. I think the problem is Scott Derrickson wanted to do like he had the thing that he wanted to do. He wanted to do this like horror film, but I feel like that was never their intention. The thing is called Multiverse of Madness. They're just trying to have a movie that plays with multiverses. They just want to have a movie where we see our heroes interact with heroes that look exactly like them, but they are very.
exactly.
That's
Yeah, but they're very
that's
different.
that's, that's what they want to do. So I think they just bring in someone who's like capable. They're looking for someone who's like capable, but still has some style. Sam Raimi still has some style, and he used to be a horror guy as well. So I don't know. Maybe there's still some something there. You
Maybe.
know, it's
I mean, why would they hire a horror guy when they fired another horror guy for wanting to do a horror thing? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
yeah, but I think I don't know if Sam's actually gonna do a horror thing though. Like I wonder if Sam's just gonna do a movie. They're like, Sam, we don't want you to do a horror film. We just want you to do this, okay? That
Uh,
guy.
that's also true. That's
And
also
remember
true.
also at Comic Con, Scott Derrickson was like, "We're gonna make the first scary Marvel film." I am paraphrasing here, probably use different words, but like I think he wanted to make like a scary Marvel movie, like a horror movie, right?
And no one was scared for it.
Yeah, but like what's his name? Kevin Feige was right there, and he was like PG-13. So already there's like you
Uh,
can tell this like it's like Scott probably like he wants to go somewhere, but there's no way that Marvel's willing to go the places that he wants to go, for this movie. I think this is one of those movies where it says Doctor Strange in the title, but it's very um, crossoverish because it's coming right after the Scarlet Witch and Vision show, Wonder Vision,
yeah,
which honestly, to me, just sounds like such. It's just not my vibe at all. Apparently, it's like a sitcom, something weird.
yeah.
Creates a
I'm not.
reality where he's alive. I'm just like, that does not sound like my cup of tea, but I guess. Like, I don't know if I can, I don't know how many hours I can watch of someone who's clearly not in the right mind. Ah, just, you used the term before. It doesn't get me.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't. It really
I don't want
wouldn't.
to use it. Yeah.
Um, there's this interesting theory that people have about the multiverse of madness,
Yeah.
and they're saying that what's this? there's a chance. Well, if they were to do it, that Mark Webb Spider Verse might sneak in there, and that's the one. That's the one with Andrew Garfield. You know, because he never got a proper standoff
Never got
from
a proper send
Sony.
off. So when are we doing
So like,
Amazing Spider-Man 3? And like we'll go. He never got
so his movie was done, but like a guy, you know, we gotta say as a proper chance of getting a multiverse thing. Again, it goes back to same Raimi, um, Tom Holland, Spidey. I think that's the actual chance. Uh, you know that will actually get to see that Spider-Man in there. And another thing, there's also Bruce Campbell, who was supposed to play Mysterio in Spider-Man 4, which never happened with Sam Raimi. So there's those two things.
That's interesting. Bruce Campbell was supposed to play Mysterio in Spider-Man 4, and we just had Mysterio. Do you think there's a chance Sam is like, hey, Bruce, get back on that horse?
Exactly,
We're going to
exactly.
see your version of Mysterio.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think Spider-Man is a good character to do universe stuff with. You know, like he's because he's had like like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. I don't think people hate their Spider-Man. They can hate some of the movies that they're part of. Like people don't like Spider-Man 3 and people don't like some of Andrew Garfield stuff, but I think the university like the guys who played Spider-Man. So I could totally see them trying to get those guys back. But you also have to think, is Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire just gonna are they just gonna come back? Or are they just gonna be like, yeah,
They gonna be like, nah, I don't want to do it.
yeah?
Thanks.
Because like they did Andrew Garfield kind of dirty. He's just it just sort of just stopped. They were just like, no, no, this is gone on far enough. We're stopping here.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a
yeah,
part of
yeah.
him that felt quite hurt by what happened. I think, I assume.
I mean, I think I would have been really, really hurt as well. I mean, you shoot a whole third film, and then they tell you, yeah, man, we're gonna totally release it. The next thing you know, it's just scrapped, and you never
Wait.
get to
You
see
are
it.
saying that they shot the third film?
Yeah, man, that thing was finished.
Mm,
It was done.
you're opening up. Mm, you bastard. This better be confirmed. I swear to God, Devo. This this some rumor crap. I'll I swear I'll reach this
Man.
phone and I'll hit you with Johannesburg. That
uh,
that I never heard.
uh,
If they
yeah,
shot the
man.
film, oh, that's nasty. What I could, I mean, because that's a Snyder cut situation, though. If you really think about it, like that would be horrible.
Yeah, so it would have, I mean, you know, it is what it is. And then there's something that's on the rocks. Uh, I think we discussed it a while ago, and it was about Mark Wahlberg playing Victor Sullivan, and of course the Uncharted movie itself coming to life.
Oh, this is still happening.
Yeah, man, it's still a thing.
I thought it died, like just went.
Nah, nah, I don't know, they're predicting the filming is gonna happen in March, sometime in March,
Wow,
which is like
March
now.
this. Wow,
Like,
that's very soon. I
yeah,
didn't expect that. You know, I mean, I guess I still want to see that movie, but man, they should have just made like a proper Uncharted, man. Like,
Yeah, old Nathan Drake and everything. Would have been great,
why they have to
but we're not getting that.
why they have to go make him young, man?
Yeah, man. Just the way it is.
Speaking of making characters young, I've thought about this for a while now, since watching Endgame. And like, I feel like the pieces are clicking together for Young Avengers. I just feel like there's a lot of young characters because Scott Lang's daughter is now old, apparently, because 5 years later.
Yeah,
So his
exactly.
daughter's of
Yeah.
age. Spider-Man, young guy. They're planning a Miss Marvel series or something like that. So that's another one. Um, Apparently there was a deleted scene with Iron Man and Catherine Langford playing his daughter. It's like
Yeah, there was.
so like there's a lot of young characters. That means I don't know who I'm. Oh yeah, Shuri from Black Panther, of course. Um, so I think there's potential for a Young Avengers type of thing. It's gonna be stupid, but 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 listen, the Avengers are always they're always busy. It's like oh, where's Thor? He's gone somewhere with the Guardians. And then where's this guy? Oh, they're gone. Well, the Earth needs us to save the day, and we all have to work together. I totally see a Young Avengers thing possibly happening. I think it's doable. Do you think that's ever gonna happen?
I mean, it kind of looks like it's going there already. If we, if you're looking at how, if you're looking at how everything is going
Oh shit!
and the characters,
And there's a Hawkeye series where he's gonna be training. What's her name?
his daughter.
I don't think it's his daughter. I think he's training. Geez, she has a name. She takes over his mantle. She has a name. Cannot get it.
What? Who are we looking for here?
I will not remember. It's a comic name, so it's not gonna come to me. But yeah, so there's just so many people. I also thought it was his daughter, but I don't think it's his daughter. I don't think so. I'm not sure. It's just an
You
interesting
know,
time.
it is. It really is. It's a great time to be alive, I guess. I mean, a lot of things are going on. Bond. Can we talk Bond 25 for a second?
Bond 25. Yes, let's go. No Time to Die.
Yeah, no time to die. I don't know. People are like, well, not people actually. Let me just say, I'm not happy
About
with how it looks so far at all. It's like it kind of looks like we're gonna have a Bond woman, and no offense, but this shit's gotta end, man. Enough of this woke feminism shit spreading all over the place. We don't need James Bond. We don't need 007 to be a woman.
but technically,
No
isn't
one
she
asked for
like
that.
not taking? I don't think she's gonna be the woman, like the star of the show, is she? Because isn't it like he's retired and then she's 007 and then he's coming back?
Yeah, but at the end, there's gonna be this whole mantle handing over thing. Cause what's his name? Daniel Craig is done. This is
Oh,
his
you,
last
you
movie.
think he's gonna hand it over to Lashana Lynch?
I mean, what
Whoa.
world do you think we live in?
I no, I don't see that personally because I was listening to something that the Bond producer said. She said they're gonna cast another dude. I think she said it's they're gonna cast another dude. Like they're just gonna cast another dude. Like they said that the character's a guy. I feel like I remember a quote from the producer, and she's a woman. She was saying like they're gonna they're probably gonna cast a dude. I think it's,
Well, let's hope they cast a dude.
by the way,
Let's really do hope.
you, like who do you think is in the lead right now? There was a lot of Idris Elba. uh, speculation that he should do it. There's also that guy from Crazy Rich Asians, Asian dude, tall guy. Uh, he has a name. I will not get it. Uh, it's definitely not Henry. I don't know why I'm getting that name in my head. So many names, Cyril. So many names.
So many names.
Would you like to see do it?
Oh, I don't know, man.
British actor, action films. Oh, Henry Cavill.
Yeah, it's a bit old, man.
I don't know, man.
Because someone
He's a
who's not
lot
too
younger
old,
than
but
Daniel Craig. That guy was like,
but
oh,
but 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 I mean, when Daniel Craig started, he wasn't too old, you
yeah,
know.
but I don't think
He
I
was
don't think Henry Cavill's that old, man. I feel like you've been watching too much Witcher, man. I mean,
what about
like Bond isn't like a. Don't tell me you're trying to make Bond 25, bro. Don't do that. No. I see what you're doing, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Is it,
You know, if it was like
is it mad?
if it was like maybe if it was maybe like 10 years ago, I think a really great guy to have done that would have been maybe like out of definitely without a doubt like Jason Statham should be the next Bond because that would have make an excellent James
I
Bond.
don't know why, but I do not want to see that. I just,
Why?
I'm just,
Why not, man?
I don't know, man. You know, certain actors just, they give off this like, they give off this feel of like a B movie. One of those guys is Jason Statham. This sounds so,
What?
this is offensive. I'm sorry.
Come
I
on,
love
man.
Jason Statham. I think he's awesome, but I just feel like he's more of a journeyman action hero. He's not like he's not a Bond to me. This sounds so harsh. I'm going to get stabbed in the street. This is bad. This is bad.
Okay.
Just
What if it was
Jason
like
Statham outside. What you say about me, mate? What you say?
uh no. What if it was
Did you say German actor?
genuine actor, right? Genuine actor.
I
So what you think,
I
man?
see Jason Statham in Fast and the Furious. I see him in the Meg. I don't see him in Bond. I I just I'm sorry, Jason
Okay.
Statham.
What about Tom Hardy?
Yeah, Tom Hardy's always been a good option. With him, I just don't know if it's like, does he want it? Like, because he'd be awesome. He's one of those guys, like
Okay.
everything. Like, Tom Hardy, do you want to do this? He can do anything. I'll be like, that's interesting.
All right. All right.
Like, can I throw out another controversial topic that's gonna get me stabbed in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
street?
Let's hear this.
After a year of like rewatching and rewatching Venom, I really, really don't like that movie. I just find Venom offensive on a deep human level to me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not that bad. I just it doesn't do it for me. It's like what you said about it just doesn't.
It was Sam Raimi.
It just doesn't work. It just like I've tried to make it work, but bro, there's a scene where this guy is eating like no man, that movie is chaotic, and it just wasn't for me. It just it wasn't,
All right.
just wasn't for me. I'm looking forward to the second one than that, more than that.
I don't know. I guess I guess we'll see how the second one goes. You know.
let me dig in my brain for more controversial opinions. Let me, I got one. You know that song, that Witcher song, "Toss a Coin for a Witcher" thing?
That's the kind you drop
Overhyped,
over
overhyped piece of overhyped piece of over. I was so so pissed off. I was like, this is what you're singing. This is it. This is. I the parts of The Witcher that I hated with all my heart. I'm
like that, like the song.
see, I'm exaggerating here, and then I don't want to offend people. But like, no, I just got so bored. Just so bored. I just like nothing was working for me at certain points. Certain points. I mean, there was moments in those last two episodes maybe. I feel like
Yeah.
Yennefer's storyline was my favorite. You know when you're reading a book with like 5 points of view, and then you connect to like one. That's basically
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, the first thing I thought about was Rick Riordan and the heroes of Olympus, and how I literally had to mostly slog through all the other guys unless I was reading um Leo or like Annabelle.
Beth.
Is Annabeth, and
Probably.
there was another person, but it was not Percy or Jason.
For me, it was probably
Yeah.
just Percy. Well, no, not just. I mean, that sounds harsh. Like, yeah, but Percy, maybe Annabeth. The rest I was just like sometimes, you know, sometimes, yeah. But I think that's what happens with the Witcher, because like the way they split those lines, like and now I'm starting to wonder about spoilers. But technically, I think saying that the story is done in 3 perspectives is not that. I mean, it's not that spoilery. That's not that bad, right? I can say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, just to throw out a thing, a controversial opinion.
Yes.
I absolutely despise what they've done with the Invisible Man. Hate it. They turned it into
Is that
some.
Invisible Man?
Yeah, you can check out the trailer. It looks freaking.
Oh,
They
sorry.
turned it into some.
Lisbon Moss. Yes.
Yes, they turned it into some abuse film that could be starring Beyonce and wouldn't be any different because of how stupid it is.
What are you saying?
I'm saying they could have put
Jesus
Beyonce
Christ.
as the star of that film, and it would have made no difference. I would have still hated it either way. They could have put the best actor or the worst actor. Don't get me wrong. I love Elizabeth Moss, the great actor, but that movie was freaking insult because
Why you so
it was
against?
supposed to be a lot more than that.
You're so against the abuse narrative, man.
No, it's stupid. Like an invisible guy is stalking you, and is but it's supposed to be dead, but someone didn't die, and now he just wants to come and torment you for what? For kicks? Stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, freaking
I
dumb.
love that. Not
The
everyone getting
original.
stabbed in these streets. While I'm getting stabbed, you're out there getting cancer. It's fine.
But the fact of the matter is, when you read H.G. Wells' Invisible Man, and then you go and watch that garbage, it will be nowhere near the same thing because think, I don't know, it makes it pisses me off so
So
much because
do you dislike that there's abuse in movies? Oh my god.
no, that is not what I'm
So
saying. That is not at all what I'm
you
saying.
dislike women? Oh my god.
No.
Oh my
No.
god. What in oh my god. This is a bomb.
No, no,
You
that is not at all what I'm
speaking of
saying.
movies,
There's not at
Like you
all
should just
unfair.
like Bombshell, huh? Because it's about harassment in the workplace.
Actually, I watched Invisible Man, and it was freaking excellent. And by the way, there was an Invisible Man TV series back in the day that was excellent. It portrayed the Invisible Man as a hero, not some stupid villain stalking woman in a kitchen just to just to beat her up. That's just stupid.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna
Totally dumb.
get a lot more of that. I feel like
I
I
hope
feel
I hope
like
like
when it comes to like old characters, I'm sorry, bro. It's it's just they're gonna do so many things. It's out of your hands now,
I,
bro.
I hope five
It's not
I
like
hope 5 people show up to watch that freaking movie.
it's not like this is technically not a controversial opinion because everybody agrees about this. Like the way Birds of Prey took Cassandra Cain, for instance, and like shoved it into that the young Asian character, like the young female
Oh
Asian
yeah, yeah.
in the Birds of Prey. I've only watched the trailers. I'm sorry, but like the way they took Cassandra Cain and like they put it onto that kid, and it's absolutely not Cassandra Cain like at all in any way. Like
Yeah,
that's different because that's the only time Cassandra Cain has ever been portrayed in a film, and like it's not H.G. Wells. It's not a classic, right? It's not something that's been written and riffed on for about 100 years. This is like this one's like you could have named that character anything. It's like you could have given it
you could have given a completely different name.
even Kate Cho or something, just anything. But you just like, oh, but that name's in the comics, so he's just gonna no. What are you doing? It's like killing the
Yeah,
history, man.
I'm not sure how people feel about the Birth of Prey version of Victor Zaz, right? But
Is
you know,
that's the UN McGregor person?
like, no, that's the guy played by Chris Messina.
Okay.
There was a Victor Zaz in Gotham. Bald guy, eyes kind of looked like was thinking into the back
Oh
of his
yeah.
head.
Why am I saying this? UN McGregor is playing Black Mask. Yeah. Sorry, I was
Yeah. Ian McKellen was playing Black Man.
names. Victor Zaz.
Yeah, Victor Zaz.
Changes, man. Changes is happening.
Oh, and then I mean, sticking with the whole Batman themed universe thing, since we're here now,
Okay.
they there's this list on the internet that I'm looking at now of 11 people that could possibly play Batgirl. So I'm gonna throw the names out at you, and you're gonna tell me what you think. I'm also gonna give my opinion.
Okay.
So the first one is Sophia Lillis. You know her, the chick from It, red hair.
She's gonna play Batgirl. Oh, okay. That's a
No, yeah, one of the people that could be considered.
it's a young Batgirl. Okay. I was thinking a bit
Yeah, and a
older.
bit older. But then there's also been a young black Batgirl. She'll work, I think. She might work. But and then there's also Thomasin McKenzie. I believe she made her debut in Jojo Rabbit or something.
I have not yet seen that film. Is it good, Batgirl? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Thomasin McKenzie, New Zealand actress.
Mm, yes, yes, her as well. She's on the list.
She's been in some
I don't know
good
how to
movies.
feel about her. I mean, she looks
She's
okay,
been in some good
you
movies.
know.
Leave No Trace, Jojo Rabbit, The King. She's been in some good movies.
Yeah, yeah, she's done some really great stuff.
But these are all very young,
Uh,
very young.
yeah, and then of course there's Yaya Shahidi, mostly because I mean
Did you say Yaya?
she can slot in. Yeah, Yara, sorry, Yara
I started
Shahidi.
thinking about Yaya Toure. I was like, wait, what?
Because I mean she's black, uh, she can slot into the role mainly because, like, James Gordon is black in the Marvel universe, in the Batman
You
universe
see,
now.
you're saying this now, but then when they cast her, you'll be like, I hate this casting. They just want to put this black lady on us. Like, this is wrong.
Nah. Nobody said that about Jim Gordon, man. Come
Except
on,
because you
don't be
confirm and
like
deny
that.
the fact that you hate black people in movies. Can you confirm and deny that fact, sir? No, wait.
And there's
These are jokes,
also
people. Triple and nine, like, we have no problem
I,
with anyone
I
cast into
mean,
this film.
when and then what else? There's also this chick. I don't know this one though. Kirstie Clemens.
She was supposed to be
Hmm.
Iris West, wasn't she? In
Yeah,
Justice League.
yeah, yeah. She was supposed to be Iris. And then there's Alison Brie. Should be a great age-ish Batwoman, I think.
Yeah, that's a more aged option. I feel like she's being considered for what's the other one? The Marvel one, She-Hulk.
Yeah, yeah, she is, she
I'm
is.
feeling she's being considered for that, so that might not happen. And she's quite old.
And then,
Like
yeah,
the
she
first
is, she
few
is, she is a bit
actresses
old.
you pitched me, yeah, they were like super young. I feel like that could work, because
Yeah, yeah, that's true, that's
and also
true.
like
And then,
Robert is like super young. Yeah, go on.
mm, and then there's, of course, there's Karen Gilligan.
That's a,
Oh, is it Karen Gillan?
that's
Sorry,
another that's
Karen
another
Gillan.
old option. That's another very old option.
Yeah, there's another old
This is a
option.
terrible list, bro. Can you leave a comment?
And then, I don't know. This one is one of my favorite. This next one anyway. Anya Taylor-Joy.
That's an
I feel
interesting
like
one.
she'd be,
She's good.
yeah, I feel like she'd be really interesting. You know?
Yeah, she's done very good work. Like really
Yeah,
good
she
work.
has. She has done some great work. Oh, and then there's this chick, Zoe Dutch, Deutsch, Zoe Deutsch.
Say that again, Dumbo. I didn't quite catch you.
Hey man, Deutsch, whatever the hell it is. Zoe something,
Every,
got a D in
every time you
it.
say it, it's different. It's like, no, Deutsch.
Oh man, and then there's of course, I think the first one on this list was Margaret. What's the name? Margaret Qualley. She played Pussycat in Quentin
Once
Tarantino
upon a time.
Once Upon a Time. Yeah,
She was very good opposite. Oh, should I say, as Brad Pitt put it, her feet were very good opposite Brad Pitt.
yeah, Brad Pitt. Oh my gosh, that guy. I don't know. We've been pushing for an hour. We've gone way over our limit as we thought we.
We
Yeah.
got we got a bit
Anyway,
obsessed with rumors. We love rumors.
and shitting on people's work as always. Nothing new there.
Yeah, some we're gonna get stabbed in these streets for some of the things we said. Everybody who likes that, toss a coin to which someone can go and burn in hell for all I care.
and also
Yeah.
and also anyone who like the Invisible Man trailer and thinks that movie is gonna be so great. I'm sorry to disappoint you. That movie is gonna be shit. I haven't seen it yet. Even if it gets 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, I'll still think the movie is shit. Thank you very much.
Ooh, so then go walk outside. These kids waiting for me outside. I heard what you said. I heard what you said. I can't do a British accent. God.
Uh, oh man. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the sign off. Ah, I've been your shitty host because I've lost my pal, Quentin. And he is, I don't know, I think it's Dave.
Yeah, I'm
Uh, Sometimes it's Scott McMuffin.
just
So,
Dave,
yeah,
just Dave, just Dave from now on.
yeah, just Dave.
I'm copying
I,
that.
again, I would have called him by his the great no winning Dave, but I can't say it on live radio yet.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
technically, it's not true until it happens. You know, you never know.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
some of
that's
the
also
things I'm
true.
saying, like they could just revoke it. You know, for saying that. What's his name? I even forgot his name. Jason Statham. Forget his name. That's all. Just get him.
Oh, what did you
That's
do?
how.
What did you
And I'm
do?
sorry.
What did you
Uh,
do?
you,
Oh
you can
man.
find me
All right.
writing an article about how much I hated The Witcher. Peace
Oh,
and bring
okay.
on the hate.
And yeah, and also we are on Twitter.
On
We're on
YouTube,
Facebook. I almost said we're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We are on
on
YouTube.
Twitter at the Island Pod, on YouTube. I don't
The
know.
Island Pod.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And then of course we're on every other listening platform.
Spotify and
Hey, did I tell you that before we sign off? There's this person I wanted to get as a guest on our show, but she already handles it on podcast. And then the other day I went on her Instagram, then I clicked on one of the stories, and it was like them doing a podcast, and they had like this really great mini studio, like a proper studio with proper mics, where there's that like where they always like they're sitting like in a literal radio
I,
station and they're recording this
I saw
podcast,
that's
and then there's this camera guy giving them like three different angles,
come
and
on.
I was like, whoa,
I see you. You're
ah.
roasting us.
I'm not
Are you trying to
roasting
say
us. I'm just
something? You're
saying.
trying to say
No, no, no,
just say
no,
it. Just say it. Say
no,
it.
no.
Bro,
Listen, listen,
bro.
listen. I'm just saying. In that moment, I was like, "There's no way we're gonna have her as a guest. There's no way she want to come on our podcast."
Yeah.
But I mean,
I mean, we should be coming on a podcast.
oh man, ah, shit. Okay, now we're signing off, people.
Yeah.
Good night and goodbye.